Urgent Philadelphia Eagles fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Philadelphia Eagles updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Eagles fans, I hope you're ready because today we're diving deep into a story that's got the entire NFL talking. No, it's not just about a new signing, a draft pick, or some minor roster move. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade scenario that could shake up the Eagles' defense and even impact their future prospects. That's right, the buzz is heating up around Bryce Huff, the talented defensive end who's been making waves in recent seasons, and the possibility that he might be on his way out of Philadelphia sooner than we expected. Now, I know what you're thinking, what's this all about? Well, let's unpack this story from the beginning and see what all the fuss is about. Because this isn't just idle speculation, it's a scenario that could very well come true depending on how the offseason unfolds. The Eagles have long been a team that's not afraid to make bold moves, especially when it comes to bolstering their roster. They've been aggressive in free agency, smart in the draft, and savvy in their trades. But this offseason has been particularly interesting because the rumors surrounding certain players have been swirling more intensely than ever. One of those players is Dallas Goedert, the tight end who's become a key piece of the Eagles' offense. But today, we're shifting focus a bit. While Goedert remains a central figure, the spotlight is now on Bryce Huff, a player who's been trending in NFL trade rumors for quite some time. Huff, as many of you know, has been a rising star in the league. He's a dynamic pass rusher, capable of creating pressure off the edge, and last season, he really showed what he can do. We're talking about a player who recorded double-digit sacks in 2023, which is no small feat for a guy who was still proving himself in the league. And let's be honest, his explosiveness, quick first step, and ability to get to the quarterback make him a very attractive option for teams looking to upgrade their pass rush. But here's the thing, despite his impressive production, Huff is also on the trade block. That's right, the Eagles are listening to offers, and there's even a specific scenario that's being floated around by NFL insiders like Logan Ulrich from NFL Trade Rumors, who's been keeping a close eye on the league's trade landscape. So, what's the proposed deal? Well, according to the latest rumors, a hypothetical trade has been suggested where the San Francisco 49ers would send a conditional 6th-round pick in the 2026 draft to Philadelphia in exchange for Bryce Huff. Now, I know what you're thinking, a 6th-round pick. That might sound like a relatively low return for a player of Huff's caliber, but there's some strategic reasoning behind this. First, the 49ers are a team that's always looking to maximize their roster, especially their pass rush. They've been aggressive in their pursuit of quality edge rushers, and bringing Huff into their system could be a smart move. Huff's history with Robert Saleh, the 49ers defensive coordinator, is a key part of this puzzle. Saleh, of course, was Huff's head coach when he was with the New York Jets, and the two have a strong working relationship. When Saleh returned to San Francisco, he immediately recognized Huff's potential and the impact he could have on their defense. During the 2023 season, Huff thrived under Saleh's scheme, notching double-digit sacks and establishing himself as a reliable situational pass rusher. Saleh has been vocal in his praise for Huff's talent and effectiveness, and that familiarity makes this potential trade even more plausible. The 49ers are known for their aggressive pursuit of pass rush help, especially given the importance of edge rushers in their defensive scheme. Nick Bosa is obviously their star, but behind him, they need reliable depth. Yetur Gross-Matos has been expected to step into a larger role, but adding Huff could give them even more flexibility in their rotation. Huff, in this context, would be used primarily in pass rush packages, coming in fresh on third downs and obvious passing situations, maximizing his explosiveness without the added concern of run defense, an area where he's still developing. This strategic deployment could make Huff even more valuable to the 49ers scheme, especially considering their emphasis on pass rush and disrupting quarterbacks. Now, from the Eagles' side, this trade makes a lot of sense as well. Let's be honest, Huff signed a 3-year, $51. $1 million deal last offseason, which is a significant investment. But, as the Eagles have shown in recent years, they're not shy about trading from positions of strength if it means improving their overall roster or managing their cap space effectively. Trading Huff could free up some much-needed cap room, allowing them to allocate funds elsewhere, whether that's extending younger stars like Jordan Davis or Devonta Smith or investing in other areas of need like offensive line or linebacker. It's important to point out that, at least publicly, the Eagles haven't expressed dissatisfaction with Huff's role or performance. But, as we all know, NFL teams are always looking ahead, trying to anticipate future needs and long-term plans. Under the guidance of new coordinator Vic Fangio, the schematic fit of Huff remains a work in progress. Fangio's defense is complex, and it often involves multiple packages and player roles. If the coaching staff believes that younger players or recent acquisitions might better fit their long-term vision, then trading Huff could be seen as a strategic move, one that offers both financial flexibility and roster upgrade potential. Now, this is all speculative at this stage, but it's worth noting that Huff's name has been linked to several teams, and the 49ers are a logical destination given their recent history and defensive philosophy. The possibility that Philadelphia might part ways with Huff depends heavily on how training camp unfolds, how players perform in the upcoming preseason, and whether injuries or other roster moves shake up the defensive line picture. It's also worth considering that the Eagles have a strong history of dealing from positions of strength. Remember how they traded Andre Dillard and others for draft capital? It's part of their strategy to remain flexible and keep their options open. But let's not forget, Huff is still technically an Eagle, and as of now, he remains part of their roster. Still, the NFL offseason is a dynamic period, and deals can happen quickly if the right offer comes along. For the 49ers, adding a player like Huff could be a game-changer, especially given their quest to bolster their pass rush and make a serious run at the Super Bowl. The 49ers have one of the league's best defenses, but they're always looking to get better, especially on the edge. Huff's explosiveness and proven production fit perfectly with their scheme and defensive philosophy. And for the Eagles, this potential trade might be about more than just the immediate roster. It's about managing their cap, retooling for the future, and perhaps giving more opportunities to younger players who could develop into long-term stars. The team has shown a willingness to make tough decisions if it benefits their long-term outlook, and this could be one of those situations. Now, fans, I know this is a lot to take in, and I want to emphasize that all of this remains in the realm of speculation for now. Nothing is set in stone, and the offseason is full of surprises. But what's clear is that Bryce Huff's name is firmly on the radar, and his future with the Eagles might hinge on how things develop in the coming weeks. If the Eagles decide that a trade makes sense, especially for a team like the 49ers that's always in the mix for Super Bowl contention, it could happen quickly. And let's be honest, any move involving Huff would generate a lot of buzz among fans and analysts alike because it touches on so many crucial aspects of roster building, cap management, positional depth, strategic fit, and long-term planning. The Eagles' defense has been a cornerstone of their success in recent seasons, and their pass rush depth has played a big role in that. They've got some promising young players, but adding or subtracting pieces like Huff can significantly impact their scheme and overall team performance. It's also worth noting that the Eagles' front office and coaching staff are renowned for their strategic moves, so any decision regarding Huff will likely be carefully considered, weighing both immediate needs and future potential. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you all to stay tuned because this story is far from over. The offseason is a time of constant movement, and given the NFL's unpredictable nature, the next few weeks could bring some surprises. Whether Huff stays in Philadelphia or moves on to another team like the 49ers, it's safe to say that fans should keep a close eye on this situation because it could very well influence the Eagles' defense and their championship aspirations for the upcoming season. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Huff should stay or go? Would you be okay with the Eagles trading him for that 6th-round pick? Or do you believe that Huff still has a lot to offer in the Eagles' future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles organization. We love engaging with you, hearing your perspectives, and debating what's best for our team. Remember, this is a team that's always looking to improve, always pushing forward, and always aiming for that Super Bowl trophy. So, whatever happens, it's going to be interesting to watch how the story unfolds as the offseason progresses. I'll be back soon with more updates, deeper analysis, and all the latest news involving your Philadelphia Eagles. Until then, keep the faith, stay passionate, and let's continue supporting our team through every twist and turn of this exciting offseason. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.